They want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here goes that.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here goes that.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. I got you, son.
Young lady.
49, got
Hey, orbit.
Come on, D.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And the Bills first down.
319.
Hey, they're scared.
5 wide.
On first down, Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Right there. 50. Tight.
Here we go.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0.
14. Jets, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I'm coming after you. Red 80. I'm coming after you.
Take 4, take 4.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Bell. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go!
50, Mike, 50.
Let's make these big.
Now Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Chris Herndon. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Red 80. He's talking about you. He's talking to the right. Hey. You got 3 smooth. Mike 50.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. Backed his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Here's Darnold, caught here by Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
What's up? 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the slant. Kill.
Red 80. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 49. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. 39 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. I got you, boy. I can tell you.
To throw is Darnold. Out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's it. Yo, lady. Hey, Charlie.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. To return is Roberts. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd quarter in Cleveland. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Big hit. Sack City. Sack City, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Allen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Allen's throw is complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Allen going to throw. He finds Yeldon. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, 36 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that? And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Alpha. 54. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Donald's pass complete to Le'Veon Bell. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Pass. Shift. Watch the shift. Wide.
Here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Singletary to get the drive started. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, echo.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen, and the grab by Croft. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
First down, Buffalo.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Singletary. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
Singletary again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 73 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
65. Red 80. Mike 49. Hey, wahoo. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Not today, you are. Not today. Let's go. 46.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Check.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go right back to Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground is Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Singletary.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And that's not near.